If you got a few 100 million or a couple of billion lying around and you want to lend it to the American government, as of yesterday, your interest payments just went a heckload lot higher. As you can see, the American government gives interest payments to companies with one hand, and then they drive the price of oil up on the other hand to make the rest of the world pay for it. Gold has taken a little bit of a breather, but I don't expect it to be very long until it starts making all-time record highs once again. Silver, it's lingering, it wants to, it's ready to go, it just needs to pop that 28.63 line and it is going to go to the moon as well. The S&P 500 took a big hit yesterday with the inflation data. It always comes back again and it's more than likely going to make record new highs over the coming weeks anyway. So who cares? The UK 100 looks a little bit more stronger than the S&P 500. I mean, it had a dip. So we can see from this that the UK companies are actually doing quite well right now, even though they took a little bit of a hit yesterday. As per normal, Bitcoin is nicely sitting within inside this range for nearly a month now. What new prices have we got to expect today? Are we just going to continue going up and down in this range? More than likely. So the fear and greed index is showing us now 76. It's gone down a little bit, but the most important thing to take out of this is we are still on extreme greed. People are buying at the top rather than selling at the top. Then this is the indication why it's extreme greed. The CNN business fear and greed index indicator has moved back down to neutral again at 54. Just goes to show you that the big boys have got a little bit of doubt right now and they're taking a step back with a possible pause. The all-important Bitcoin halving is creeping closer every single day. Now 8 days, 8 hours, 27 minutes and a few seconds. The altcoin season index, I've decided to add to this now. It started going up a little bit, but now after yesterday's buying once again, it's moved back down to 43. So Bitcoin is still very, very much the thing that we should be looking at right now. And the interest over time with regards to Bitcoin, as you can see over the last 90 days, the interest just seems to be whittling away. You know, we had that high on the 5th of March and also the 28th of Feb, and it tried a little bit again on the 11th of March. But generally speaking, the interest from Google Trends is going down. So you can see that retail isn't that interested. And if we do Bitcoin halving, you can see the trend is growing a little bit higher. But if we add Bitcoin to the measurement here, you can see it doesn't result in anything really compared to the amount of searching for Bitcoin in general. Hello and welcome to this Bitcoin price analysis. My name is David Thorne. It is the 11th of April 2024. It is 6:39 in the morning Central European time. If you are new to my channel, welcome. It's called David's Videos and I make a whole different array of different types of videos, from Python to electronics, from a little bit helping you with your 5th grade math or C programming or anything like that. And sometimes I just generally talk about my life in Germany, or I do some drone flying videos as well. So if you are interested in looking at a whole bunch of different videos from me, feel free to come over to my channel right now and check out. But first, make sure you watch this video. Now, obviously, you have come here for the Bitcoin price analysis videos, and I've got a full playlist of all of the videos, the log that I make every single day. Now, if you are new to my channel, I do make Bitcoin price analysis videos every single day, predominantly in the morning around about the 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock time, Central European time. It all depends upon what the market looks like when I wake up in the morning, and also when I wake up in the morning. So if you want to go back and have a look at the history of how these videos have been doing, you can see I add all of the changes in the day, the open, the close, so you can get a rough idea what happened on that day, shall we say. Now, before we move on to talking about the Bitcoin price analysis, I do want to tell you I am not a financial advisor. I am definitely not a professional trader. I am literally just a guy sat in front of the monitor talking to a microphone about the price of Bitcoin going up and down, right? This is all with regards to my own investment, the money that my wife and I have saved hard and then invested into Bitcoin. We invested into Bitcoin back in 2021. Maybe it was the wrong time to invest, but we invested on a long-term basis, right? We're talking 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So a little bit of movement over a couple of years wasn't really of any interest to us. Yes, it did hurt when that money literally whittled away and went all the way down to 15,000 euros, right? And it did hurt. but we had faith in our investment, we had conviction in our investment, and we knew over a long term it would go back up again. So this is the whole point of these videos, is you have to be thinking about long term. And none of what I say in this video is financial advice, and I am definitely not a professional trader. It's all me making a log of what my thoughts are every single day about our investments. However, you are more than welcome to join in. You are more than welcome to participate in this log of the Bitcoin price, or Bitcoin making all-time new highs at the moment, this bull market. So feel free to comment your thoughts about what I've got to say, or comment your thoughts about what you think is going to happen. Now, anything I say in this video can be deemed as I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, all right? So please take it, everything I say, with a grain of salt, all right? Because I don't do this as a professional living. So if you think I have an idea, well, I am literally the same as you, a person investing my money in, wanting to hedge against inflation, wanting to have a better life when I am 65. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you're more than welcome to watch another video. But if you do like what I'm saying, please sit back, put your feet up, grab a coffee, and let's basically jump straight in to watching this video. Now, there was a really good point that was made from one of my subscribers about saying that they understand the charts and so on, but they're not 100% about like the meaning of the different candles and stuff like that. So I'm really going to put it out to you. Is everyone got a good understanding what all of these different candles mean, what type of picture it paints, and so on? So please, if you do have any questions or any hesitations, please put them in the comment section down below, and maybe I can add other videos or something like that to help out, or I can add another section on the end of the videos to explain these types of things. Right, before we get started though, the most important thing that I need you to do, and I'm going to wait for you to do it as well, is if you haven't done it already and you want to subscribe to my channel, please feel free to subscribe. Like I said, it's my channel. I post any type of video I want because it's my channel. But if you want to just subscribe for my Bitcoin videos, then do so. If you see me posting another video, just scroll by. I won't be offended. Don't worry about it. But I do this for free. I do spend my own time in the morning making these videos, researching for these videos, and editing the videos. So just do me a favor. Just give me a like. That's all I'm asking for, and I'll keep doing these videos. I don't need much payment. Just give me a like. So I'm going to wait for you right now, and you can do it. You know, go and like all the videos, like this video, and then once you've done it, we can move on. So everyone else is literally waiting for you to do it. Are you done yet? Right. As per normal, I like to zoom out completely and have a look what's going on. So it's Thursday. We've still got, obviously, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're like literally the middle of the week. And we can see we've got a little bit of green, but this candle is nothing really to make a song about and so on. We can really just see we are going sideways. And regardless of the fact whether there was a red candle before or you know, the long story short is we're going sideways, and there is an equal chance of going up, downwards, or sideways. So it's not something that we really care about until we start seeing like consistency, like closing above making new highs or closing beneath one of these EMAs. Then there's no point really us talking about it. And on a daily basis, now I would start getting a little bit excited about this, because this for me only paints a bigger picture, right? And we are going to spend more time on this video talking about the daily basis, because we could go down to the 5 minute, the 15-minute chart, but ultimately we see the picture here, and the 5, the 15, and the 30 are just painting a picture right here of if it's going to happen today. Right? So let's get the premise of what we are looking for at a lower time scale. All right. Now, before we do this, we've got to talk about quickly is economics 101. If I've got, let's say, a Dortmund football shirt, right, that I've bought for €100 from the Dortmund football shop. Now, and this football shirt is a special football shirt, and it's sold out completely. And the only football shirts that are left in the shop are super too big, and no one wants to buy them. Now, I've bought a large football shirt, which I've got in the box with the receipt. It's not been taken out of the box or nothing like that, so it's in pristine condition. Now, if there are lots and lots of people all wanting to have this football shirt that can't walk down to the shop to buy it themselves and could only buy it online, but it got sold out after an hour, then if those people are still looking for those football shirts, then there is a high demand. Now, if I go on the likes of eBay and search for that one football shirt, and I see there's 20,000 people all selling the same football shirt, that means that there is a high demand, right? But there is literally equal amount of supply. Now, unless these football shirts are getting sold on a daily basis, right? If they are getting sold on a daily basis for the exact price that they're asking for, then that would mean that the buyers and the sellers have agreed upon a price that they're willing to pay for this football shirt. Now, if the football shirts after a day are still there, right, and the price has got cheaper, that means that the price for the thing was too high. So it means that there was demand for it, but the price was wrong. Okay, so the supply was just the people were asking too much money for it. So, but if they bring the price down, and then people start buying it, then the buyers and the sellers agree upon a price, all right? Now, but if suddenly no one is wanting to buy it and all of these people have got these football shirts, then they have to start cutting the price at a discount, all right? Cutting the price at a discount until people start buying it again, and then they can start raising it up if more and more people want to buy it. And once all of the football shirts have nearly gone or completely gone and people are screaming out for this football shirt still, right? And now I'm the only person left with this football shirt, I can put it at any price I want. Any price I want, because I'm the only person left now selling that football shirt. Now, if other people come along and say, I've got one as well and I'm going to make it cheaper, that starts devaluing my football shirt. And someone else does it, devaluing, because they were clever waiting to bring the price down. That brings the price down again, right? And then if all these football shirts run out and I took mine off the market because I wanted only this and I waited and I put the football shirt back in again at a higher price because I wanted to show people, hey, this is the price I'm going to sell it for. And then they started bringing it in a little bit cheaper. What I've done is I've manipulated the price to make it go higher because I'm the only one left, apparently, selling that football shirt. So this is what's important. If there's no one buying your football shirt, right? There's no one buying your Bitcoin. If no one wants it, no one's willing to pay the price for it, you either have to keep it because it has no value anymore, right? Or you have to reduce the price down until people start buying it. And right now, we see the Bitcoin price is reaching this 66,700 approximately, right? Or $70,500. It's reaching this price and no one seems to be really willing to buy it at a higher price, right? There seems to be a lot of people like me, took profits this morning, so like me that sold Bitcoin here, and if it goes up any higher, I will sell some more Bitcoin. You know, if it goes here or here or here, I'll just be taking profits because I bought the Bitcoin at a discount, at a very big discount in comparison to where I'm thinking about selling it. So the question here is, if the sellers run out here, if the sellers run out here and there's just as much demand to buy, and we know Grayscale, BlackRock, all of these ETFs, the people apparently are there, and the Argentina, El Salvador, the people are there wanting to buy it. And if there maybe is governments, but if no one is willing to sell it, that means the price has got to go through this one line to get to the people that want to sell it. But however, if the clever people are waiting up here to sell their football shirts, sell their Bitcoin, right? Because they know it's going to reach that price and they're going to sell it hard to bring the price back down again because they want to pay their profits for the rest of the year. This will tank the price all the way back down again, right? To where the people that are patient, right, willing to buy it and they want to buy it at a discount and they're not going to buy it at a premium. So right now, it's really important for us to understand when where are the sellers and where are the buyers? And this is why I say this, because you can have all of these different shapes, etc., but remove all of this and ultimately it only goes down to where are the buyers and where are the sellers. And if we're talking about a market where you go and buy your fruits in the morning or your vegetables in the morning or whatever, or your fish for your restaurants, if there's no fishermen selling their fish at the market, right? You can scream and shout as much as you want, the highest price you want, but if there's no one selling fish for your restaurant in the morning, you ain't going to be selling fish for lunch or dinner to all of your customers unless you drive down to the next port and see whether they are selling fish down there. And if they are selling fish down there, it's probably going to be at a premium because they know the other port is not selling fish. And more than likely, you need to race down there to see how fast you can get. But those fishermen, they will know that the demand has got higher, so the price will increase. So we're at this funny tipping point right now where everyone's agreed upon that the price of Bitcoin is at kind of around this one zone, right? Well, actually, no one's agreed upon that the price is really above this zone right now. It peaked a little bit and it peaked again, but it came straight back down again. So the question is, if the sellers run out, right? If the sellers run out and no one is selling, then sorry, if the buyers run out, this is the opposite thing. So everyone's selling here, but if the buyers run out and say, no, I'm not buying it here, it needs to drop down to the next zone where people are going to be buying Bitcoin, and I would assume somewhere around here. And if all of these buyers just dissipate, then I'm guessing that the next buyers are all down here as well. So this is all you have to really care about. Right now we're coming up so close to the Bitcoin halving right now. We're like literally a week away until the Bitcoin halving. So do you think there's possibly buy the rumor, sell the news happening, and they're trying to keep this price up here as high as possible, and come the Bitcoin halving, they sell it off and then they buy it all back down here again? So this is what, as far as I'm concerned, is something that you've got to be super careful about when looking at investing into Bitcoin. And when we look at the 4-hour chart, we can see that it's peaked all the time. There's been demand here, there's been demand here, demand here, demand here. There's been lots of demand for it, and it got up, and with the hopes that it's going to go higher, and it might do it again. But as we can see right here, I'm not drawing any pirate flags or stuff like that, but as we can see here, the buyers have pushed the price up, then pushed the price up, then pushed the price up. That we can see, right? But they only managed to get it up to a certain point. So the sellers were here, the sellers managed to push it down all the time. Now, if the buyers are still there, let's say that this comes up and it happens again, and the buyers come down here. But if the buyers give up, then it will come down really sharp down here. So this is what you're looking for. If someone is going to be selling all of their profitable Bitcoin here, it's going to tank the price if and only there are not enough buyers to support this trend, because we can see this trend of the price moving up, right? And it will only be if the buyers can support this amount of selling. On the other hand, if it does come down and there's lots of buyers seeing, wait a minute, this could be going up now because the sellers could run out, then we will see the opposite happen. The sellers run out and the price just jumps. It just spikes super fast and it goes through. And there we are going to go through to price discovery. Now, what am I betting on? Well, in all fairness, I'm betting on that it's going to fake out up here. It's going to do this. It's going to fake out up here. It's going to come back down to here, and then it's going to mingle around here, and then it is just going to boof, tank like that. And this will trap so many people in up here, and it will trap so many people in up here, and then I believe, bang, it's going to come down, and it's going to come down to this, and this is where all of BlackRock, Grayscale, everyone is going to buy back all of their Bitcoin, and that is just going to push it through, ready for the Bitcoin halving. That's it. And today, this is my only analysis, because I don't think there is anything else that you need to know. And I could be wrong, might be wrong, we will see. But ultimately, everyone else that has any idea and is reputable, is on TV shows and so on, talking about Bitcoin, they all say that it makes a low before the Bitcoin halving. Right now, we've made an all-time new high before the Bitcoin halving, and they've said that the price of Bitcoin halving is already priced in. It's already priced in. So that move that Bitcoin halving should have, they say it's already in here. So it's done it already. And that could have been over the past week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months. It could have been all there. So you would be taking a massive gamble in thinking that the price is going to go to the moon in 8 days' time. I think you'll be very disappointed, but we still need a correction. And this is not being able to break these points right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So is it the 6th time lucky? Or is this the 6th time, sorry, 5 times? Is this the time where it's going to break through? It doesn't look like it's got the power right now on a 4-hour level. Let's jump in to look at the hourly one. It doesn't look like it's got the power. You know, it's getting weaker. Let's look at the 30. Yeah, we'll see. Come 8 o'clock, we'll have a better picture here. But it made that pump yesterday, or sorry, on Monday. My apologies. But it come down again. We'll see. I'm completely speculating, but I will be taking profits up here if it does, and if it booms through, I'll be taking more profits as well. So, and if it goes all the way back down to where I just said it goes down to here, I will contemplate. I mean, down here, I will contemplating buying some more Bitcoin. That doesn't mean to say I will buy more Bitcoin. I'm just saying I will contemplate below here if I start buying more Bitcoin once again. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. I don't really go down to the smaller time frame today because it's just not worth it. You know, you can see these pivot points here, and that's all you really need to concern yourself about. If it moves down to one of these pivot points, then it should move down to the next pivot point. If it does move down to the pivot point and it has strength, it will move back up to the previous resistance zone, etc., etc. With that said, thank you very much for watching. Obviously, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, do whatever. And if you want to write just short sentences saying you don't have any idea, at least give me a reason. Tell me why. Don't just write childish comments and saying I don't have any idea. Because, well, what don't I have any idea about? About fish jumping in water? No, I have no idea about fish jumping in water. About turkeys jumping up and down? No, I don't have any idea about jumping up and down. But, you know, be a bit more precise about it. And if you do have any other things that you want me to talk about, I'm more than happy to talk about them as well. So just remember, there is a possible another trap coming here if this spikes up. If you are going to buy, if you are going to be impatient, right, wait for that spike first and wait for it to come back down and retest this as a support zone, right? And if it doesn't come back down, then just wait a little bit longer, because at one point, the faster it goes up, the quicker it will come down, all right? And that has happened every single time. Right, I'm finished now with this video. I will see you maybe in today's video if we get a breakout today. Otherwise, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Ciao, ciao, and goodbye.